I'm a public citizen. I'm on a public sidewalk recording a public building. Unless you're suspecting me of committing any crimes, then I suggest for you to treat me. Ma'am, don't put your hands on me. Ma'am, don't put your hands on me. Why are you, ma'am? Why are you? Am I being detained?
Put that down.
Ma'am.
You can't have anything in your hands right now. Put that down. I'm ordering you to put that out of your hand.
I do not consent to any seizures or searches.
Drop that out of your hand now.
I do not consent to any seizures or searches.
That's fine. You don't have to.
Hey folks, welcome back to our channel where we talk about civil rights, public places, and how personal freedom interacts with what society thinks is right. Today's video is an interesting journey into the world of recording things in public, right? That often deals with rules and what people feel, where simply recording in a public space turns into a story full of tension, curiosity, and the desire for mutual respect. Through interactions with the public and the police, we're looking into how to balance using your rights and dealing with what people think. Get ready for a thoughtful look at what it means to stand up for your rights, the challenges that come with it, and how it deeply affects our understanding of public places and personal responsibility.
What are you doing over here?
Videotaping.
What are you videotaping?
Facility.
Why are you videotaping the facility?
It's my own purposes.
So, what's going on?
I don't answer questions.
Do you have any ID on your bud?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, we got a call for a suspicious person, okay? Because this is kind of suspicious behavior.
Okay, what crime do you suspect me of committing?
So, alright, before we act stupid, okay?
Did she really just say that?
Before we act stupid, okay? Let's just talk about when you're standing in front of a facility that's a government building, and you're filming it like that, you caught the attention of the security guards, right? There might be some cause for concern for who you are and if you intend to do anybody any harm over here.
Well, I have no ill will.
Alright, well I can't take your word for it, okay?
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to identify yourself.
Well, do you know that we're standing in a public property?
That's fantastic.
And
I'm
unless
the
you're,
police, okay?
I understand.
I'm investigating something right now.
Okay,
I'm on
so am I.
Service, okay?
So am I.
What are you investigating?
I'm a private investigative journalist gathering content for a story. And you should know that unless I'm being suspected of a crime, I don't have to provide ID.
Well, until I can determine that you are not committing a crime, I'm going to ask you for your ID.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to decline to that, ma'am. Do you have a what's your name and badge number?
You can decline. It's on my chest.
What's your name? I don't see your name in your chest.
Well, you haven't identified yourself to me either. So
I don't
we'll
have
get
to,
there
ma'am.
when
You're a
we get
government official. You're entitled to identify
there.
yourself.
Fantastic. What
What's
I'm
your
gonna
name
do
and badge
is,
number?
If you do not identify yourself to me,
Yes.
and we continue to do this,
Yes.
and you tie me up,
Yes.
okay? Let's not make a bigger thing than we have to.
It's not. I'm just doing a lawfully protected.
Can you identify yourself as a journalist then?
I don't have to, ma'am. This is the United States of
yes, you
America.
do.
No, I
Okay,
don't,
I
ma'am.
think you need to review the laws.
Maybe you need to
Okay.
review the laws.
Nope.
Maybe you need to review the laws, ma'am.
Okay. What's gonna happen?
Do you have a
is-
supervisor?
What's gonna happen is you're gonna identify yourself. If you choose not to identify yourself, because now I've asked you about 4 times,
What's gonna happen?
then this is gonna rise to the level of obstruction of justice because I have to figure out
What
what's going
crime?
on.
What crime do you
You
suspect
won't tell
me?
me what you're doing here.
I already
Your
told you, ma'am.
behavior is highly suspicious.
I already told you,
There's
ma'am.
No, you're not explaining
Can I speak to
anything.
your
And
supervisor?
If you simply identify yourself
Well, ma'am,
and explain what's going on here, then we don't have an issue.
I already
but I'm
told
gonna
you.
start to get aggravated
Well-
if you take up more of my time today. Do you understand?
well, ma'am,
Okay?
you're taking time for yourself. I'm a public citizen. I'm on a public sidewalk recording a public building. Unless you're suspecting me of committing any crimes, then I suggest for you to treat me. Ma'am, don't put your hands on me. Ma'am, don't put your hands on me.
I'm just putting you down for my safety.
Why are you, ma'am? Why are you? Am I being
Put
detained?
that down. You can't
Ma'am.
have anything in your hands right now. Put that down. I'm ordering you to put
I
that
do
out
not
of
consent to
your
any
hand.
seizures or
Drop
searches.
that out of your hand now.
I do not consent to any seizures or searches.
That's fine. You don't have to.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Phone down. I don't want anything
What
in your
time?
hands
What
right now.
crime?
My safety.
Am I being
I'm
detained?
asking you to put that down.
She's patting you down for
I'm
weapons.
not
No
asking
problem.
you. I'm telling you.
Down for
I'm
weapons.
not
No
asking
problem.
you. I'm telling you.
being
I'm
detained?
asking you to put that down.
She's patting you down for
I'm
weapons.
not
No
asking
problem.
you. I'm telling
Patting
you.
you down for weapons.
This is an illegal detention. What you're doing right now?
Illegal detention.
Yes, it is, because I am a private citizen gathering content for a story, and you guys are harassing me. I will file a formal complaint on you, ma'am. I guarantee you, you're gonna leave here before I do, and you're not gonna get my ID. I guarantee you, and you're burning me with your engine. You're burning me with your engine in my hand.
Can I call you? Have a seat right now.
I'm not having a seat.
Okay,
I am a
keep- I
private
don't want anything in
citizen.
your hands right now.
You
Okay?
guys,
Understand?
you guys are
Come over
violating
here
my
and have a
rights.
seat.
You guys are violating my
Have a seat.
rights. I have not crossed any. What's your name and badge number, sir? What's your name and
Have a seat.
nobody's identifying themselves. I'm holding my phone because this is for my safety, ma'am.
Hold your phone, have a seat.
This is for my safety. Do you have any body cams?
Have a
She's
seat. Have a seat.
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. You failed to identify yourself as a government official. I demand for you to contact your supervisor right away.
I'm her supervisor.
You're her supervisor, sir. What's your name and badge number, sir?
That's 422. You can read it yourself.
Okay, and what's your last name, sir?
Listen to me. What are you doing here today?
Sir, well, right now what we're doing is wasting our taxpayers' money and harassing good citizen that's only gathering some content for a story. There's no reason for you guys to put your hands on me and search me and do what you do because this is not Nazi Germany. This is the United States of America. And I will be filing a formal complaint on you and you will be hearing from me. I promise. Sir?
Do you have an ID on you?
Sir? I do have an ID. I don't have it on me, and with all due respect, you should know that unless I'm being suspected of a crime, I do not have to provide that information. On the other hand, you guys have failed all to provide me with your name.
Where'd you park your vehicle?
Ma'am, that's none of your concern.
No, it really is my
That's
concern.
none of your concern.
Exactly my
This is the
concern.
United.
This is
You guys
the
do.
first-
Listen, you guys do whatever you guys want. You have to do then.
Sir, what's your name?
I'm not answering questions.
I've asked him 20 times.
Okay. We can do this very simply. We just want to make sure, verify who you are, okay? What you're doing is engaging in suspicious activity. We got called here.
So I'm being detained.
We're
Yes.
talking
Am
to
I
you.
being detained?
Yes.
Yes, you're being
Under
detained.
suspicion of what crime?
We're investigating that right now.
Then you have no authority of detaining me.
well, see, the
This
thing-
should be a
Why don't you go to law
consensual.
school,
This
sir?
should be a consensual conversation. No, what's your name and badge number, sir?
Here's the thing.
Listen, you don't speak for him. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Quali,
Can we?
at 491.
I appreciate that, sir.
Okay. So listen, I'm asking what your name is, okay?
Not gonna happen.
Okay.
So you guys go ahead and do whatever you need to do. I'm not gonna answer any more questions. I will be contacting my lawyers for what you guys just did to me. This is invasion of my privacy. This is invasion of my rights. You guys are putting your hands in my pocket. I did not consent to any seizures or searches, and you guys will be hearing from me. I promise you.
Stand by for
I
the talk.
promise you. I promise all of you. Thank you for identifying yourself, sir. The only one that's done it since I've been here. I've been illegally detained for absolutely no reason. And this lady right here, which I don't know her name yet, 516, will be hearing from me. And I'm sure you guys have a captain
right
for
now.
the internal affairs that's gonna wanna have a talk about this. I promise you. I promise you. You have illegally detained me. You put my hand in that burning hood, you're gonna hear from me.
The person's action is based on the right to record in public places, which is supported by laws and the Constitution. This right comes from the First Amendment, which allows freedom of speech and expression. Recording, especially in public, is seen as a way of expressing oneself. Courts have said that this right is important for keeping an eye on the government and making sure they are doing the right thing, especially when it comes to the police. Now, the situation makes us think about the Fourth Amendment, which protects people from unfair searches and seizures. The police usually need a good reason to stop someone or ask for their ID here. The officer wants ID because the person is recording a secure area. This brings up the challenge of balancing national security and personal freedoms. Also, the Fifth Amendment comes into play when the person decides not to give their ID without a clear reason. This shows the right to stay silent, protecting oneself from saying something that could get them in trouble. Looking at state and federal laws about a request. Rules vary. Some states say you have to give your ID if the officer thinks you might be doing something wrong, but usually they need a specific reason, not just because you're recording. Past court cases like Hiabel 6 Judicial District Court of Eva say that stop and identify laws can be okay under certain conditions, but they also say that the police need a good reason to ask for ID. This situation shows how we need to understand what reasonable suspicion means. And when the police can stop someone and ask for ID, officer says they stopped the person because filming a secure place seems suspicious. While the police should look into things that seem strange to keep us safe, the challenge is telling the difference between general suspicion and real facts that show a crime. This difference is important in deciding if stopping someone and asking for IEA is legal. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts on the officer's actions in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Visit the channel to appreciate the person for standing up for our rights. Find the links in the description.